Excuse me, we're having technical difficulties.
What house is that?
That's my house. When I inevitably moved to Salt Lake City, that's my house. Okay, well, we'll go without it. All right, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Wonderful.
All right, cool. That's what I like to hear. It's nice that everybody was able to make it out. I know that the roads are like terrible. If you live near us, they didn't even get out and plow. So the fact that you're here and in one piece, I'm sure there was an oil for that. It probably would stress away. I'm sure. But as you can see, my costume, I'm Daredevil. And when I'm not fighting crime, I'm out talking about oils. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to condense as much information as possible. Who's here for their first time? Okay, so a few visitors. Okay, good. So what I want to do is I want to introduce Young Living to you as a company and what that stands for. Because I feel like essential oils is becoming something that is becoming more mainstream. People are kind of jumping on the train, right? But Young Living is something that is so very different than anything else out on the market. I'm going to move her oil anointing stick because I'm going to trip over it. And just to give you a little bit about me really, really quickly is I was convinced against my will to go to Salt Lake City to even find out about Young Living. I will openly admit I am the worst culprit when it comes to ordering things in our household because I want any and everything, okay? But one of the main things I want to get across to you is the fact that Young Living is more than just an oil company. I want to mention that when you join Young Living is a lifestyle, okay? I cannot stress that enough. It is a lifestyle. The background that I came from working in the nursing field, working with modern medicine, and so we took a medication for everything. And it didn't matter if you got sick or if something happened to you, we were very retroactive about healthcare. I'm a pretty active person. There we go. I'm a pretty active person. So the simple fact that Young Living had products that were for my active lifestyle started to appeal to me. I started to use more and more Young Living products. And that's something that I kind of want to get across. Young Living has more than just oils. So who are we? Let's talk a little bit about our roots. Our home office is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Has anyone ever been to Salt Lake City? Yeah. That picture was actually, I wasn't joking, that was actually in Salt Lake City in the mountains. That's going to be my house. But I love Salt Lake City, and Young Living has spent years, over 25 years, doing market research and formulating a lot of the oils and blends that you're using today. And not just formulating them because they smell good. Formulating them with a purpose, and that purpose being that it's able to impact and affect your health and wellness. And that's huge. A lot of what you might find on the market now is all about the smell. And as a man, that did not appeal to me. I could care less how it smelled. What is it going to do for me? If you love the fragrance, that's fine too. But what is it going to do for me personally? How is it going to benefit me and my family? That's what I cared about. And that's what Young Living cares about. Their mission is to not necessarily make a lot of money, but their mission is to get oils into every single household. Because everybody should be using oils, just hands down. So very quickly, I want to talk about the main ways that you can use essential oils. And maybe I'll flip it. I'll turn around to the audience because we have some veterans here. What's the three main ways that you can use oils?
Aromatically.
Wait your turn. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Apply, breathe, and consume.
Okay. So now I'm going to go with a little bit of not a trick question, but let's dive a little deeper. What's the benefit of using them in three different ways? Yeah, those hands didn't go up so fast, huh? Okay, so let's start with aromatically. I'm a huge researcher. I had to research and find this out for myself. But aromatically is probably one of the best ways to use your oils when it comes to your emotional state. Okay? Your sense of smell is tied directly to your brain, to the emotional center within your brain. And it's the very reason why, at least in my opinion, why I think women smell flowers when they're given a bouquet of flowers. If anyone can tell me any other reason, I'll take it. But I honestly feel like that's the reason why. Someone told me, they said, it just makes you feel good. Absolutely. So if you're addressing emotional needs, aromatically, hands down. Staying above the health and wellness line, aromatically, hands down. Do we have anyone who likes to cook? I do. Does anybody use their oils to cook? I do. Yeah. Young Living has their Vitality line, which is actually labeled for internal use. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's the same oil. Same oil, different bottle. Okay. But I hands down love them over herbs. I use them quite frequently in a lot of the recipes that I make, and so far I haven't had any complaints. My kids are still alive and here, so that's good. And then you can use them topically. So just a little note about most of the Americans, because of our diet and the way that we consume food here, even in Michigan, our digestive systems are not the greatest, right? So a lot of what we're taking in has a hard time getting into the bloodstream. When you apply something topically, it's able to bypass digestion. So using your oils topically can help get it into the bloodstream a little bit quicker, and you're going to get some of those benefits. So let's also move into, you got it working.
I did, but there's a question.
Nice, okay. Question, go ahead.
I was just going to say another benefit to consuming them is they support the different systems of our bodies.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like to consume digest supports our digestion.
Oh yeah.
In ways that we cannot express with the aromatic use of the oil.
I love digest. She mentioned digest. I call it bacon in a bottle. Nobody has ever agreed with me. Bacon in a bottle.
No.
Yeah. Hey, I live in a different world than you guys. All right, so let's go to our next slide. All right, so we've talked about the oils. These are some of the main staples that probably many people are familiar with. You have your lavender, which is good for helping you to unwind and relax. Frankincense, very, very good for your skin, very grounding, very good for meditation. And then one of my favorites, if you're an active individual whatsoever, Panaway is going to be great. It is the oil that my wife used to win me over and get me using oils. That coupled with a nice foot massage. If you're having problems getting your man on board, give him a foot massage with Panaway. I'm sure he'll be right there. Alrighty. So let's go to classic versus vitality. So this was something I mentioned. You will notice that some bottles come with a colorful label and some come with a white label. Like I said, I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's the same oil. But we have to stay FDA compliant, and so you will notice some are labeled for internal use. That is the ones in the white bottle, and the other ones are labeled for external use. So let's show a few of our favorite oils to use. I'm going to start with bacon in a bottle, Digest. It's so very, very good for your digestive system and supporting that. But you also have peppermint. Peppermint is a great one to use to help stay energized and alert. It's good for mental agility. And then Thieves, as I'm going to try to do my best impersonation. Thieves is everything, is what my wife says. But Thieves absolutely is everything. If you want to support your immune system, Thieves is everything. In fact, Thieves is so good that Young Living has made a whole product line based off of Thieves. Okay? So how many people here use Thieves cleaner? If your hand is not up, you should put that on your order. Okay, ASAP. We have two little ones, and my wife and I can't clean a house by ourselves. I love that my kids are able to clean with Thieves cleaner, and I don't have to worry about the toxic chemicals. Absolutely love it. But the power of Thieves in supporting your immune system is excellent. If you are not using Thieves products, you really should. They have toothpaste, dish soap, dishwashing liquid, hand purifier as well, laundry soap. Yeah. And that just gives you a good barometer. So there's tons of products. Young Living also has makeup. Now, I don't delve into this. This is not my area of expertise. I will openly admit that. But if you are looking for toxic-free makeup, we got you covered. Okay. I'm not even going to talk on that any further. Let's go ahead. Young Living also has a line that is safe for your pets. So I've actually had a friend of mine come and tell me oils are bad for pets. No, chemicals are bad for pets. Okay. You do have to have, be a little bit careful when you're using strong aromas and scents around your pets. But Young Living has a whole line that's dedicated to making sure that your pets stay just as healthy as human beings, not your humans, but as human beings. So that's certainly something to think about. Let's move into one of my favorite supplements. Okay, and I'm going to explain really, really quickly why everyone needs to supplement. The fact is, we just are not getting enough out of our foods and getting enough of the things that our body needs. So Young Living has a very, very excellent science department that is very good with engineering products that are infused with essential oils to support every single system in your body. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Hands down, I love Sulfurzyme. Sulfurzyme is one of my favorite. If you're not taking that one, that's a great one to take. It actually has MSM in it. So if you're a researcher, research MSM. It also has wolfberries. It supports healthy nail and hair growth. I need that. Also helps to maintain your skin health. Agiles is also up there. So Agiles helps to promote joint flexibility and mobility. So we all need that, as we get a little bit older. I'm not a spring chicken either. But Agiles is also. Someone just said that. Did I say that because you said that?
You know what? The two of you got to get out of each other's head.
I know she's got to get out.
She says, you say something, she said it a half a second.
It's my superpower.
You need to stop right now.
You know what? I'm going to pull this down and just do this blindfolded and just let Karen speak for me.
That was the third one so far.
Let's take a look at some other of my favorites. Life 9.
Yeah.
So probiotics are very, very popular, especially this time of year. And so Young Living actually has their own probiotic that has over 17 billion cultures in it. Not million, 17 billion cultures. So that is an excellent one to take as well. Multigreens is on there as well. You have your blends of chlorophyll, rich botanicals, choline, amino acids, which we just learned more about amino acids a couple weeks ago, didn't we, Karen? Yeah. Amino acids are very, very important for the body, so that's an excellent one to take. Let's progress forward just a little bit. Let's go to Ningxia Red. Let's talk about Ningxia Red. Who here loves Ningxia Red?
Yes.
It tastes like fruit juice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's so good for you. It is so good for you. So Ningxia Red is actually a superfood drink that Young Living has formulated from Ningxia berries or goji berries, wolfberries also as they're known. But Ningxia Red is very, very good at supporting your eye health, your liver function, your circulatory system, your immune system, normal blood sugar levels, healthy brain function, and promotes a sense of well-being. So this overall is good for your entire body. When we're talking natural and sustained energy, that's going to be Ningxia Red. I want to draw attention to this really, really quickly. Now, I'm not a genius, but for those who can't see, this is it's called the ORAC scale. And this is developed to show you how powerful of an antioxidant or the ability of that specific thing for antioxidants. And over on this end, you have carrots, you have onions, orange, beets, Brussels sprouts, spinach, a few other fruits and vegetables. Here's your Ningxia wolfberry. So you can see that most of what we're consuming probably on an everyday basis is not nearly as close to what Ningxia Red offers. So that's why everybody should be drinking Ningxia Red. How about those who need energy? Anybody do like 5-hour energies or anything? Don't worry, I'm not going to judge you. Yeah, you put your hand up. Yeah, I won't judge you. What would be a better supplement, though, is Ningxia Nitros. I live by these. These are very, very good for giving you a quick boost of energy without the crash. That's one thing that used to bother me about using energy drinks is the crash. But that is very, very good for your mind and mental stability as well. All right, so let's advance one more slide. Because I feel like this is the important one. And sometimes we kind of drop the ball on this. When a person is interested in getting started, I always say that there's 3 ways to get started with Young Living. Good, better, and best, right? So if you're the type of individual like I want to try one product, I'm probably never ever going to order again, just buy your Ningxia juice as a retail customer. Buy your lavender as a retail customer. There's nothing wrong with that. You are going to pay 24% more, and when you're out, you're going to need to reorder. You're going to really feel it. The better way to do it is to start with any of the kits that you see presented here. You're going to get what's in the pack. I'm not going to read all that's off my vision, obviously. My vision's not too good, so I'm not going to read what's off. But you do get a membership with Young Living, which entitles you to 24% off of future purchases. So this is where somebody who wants to make lifestyle changes starts. You start with a premium starter kit, and it is exactly that, a starter kit. It's just the beginning. Because as you can see, I've only touched on a few products, but Young Living has over 600 products, and they're continuing to formulate more and more each and every day. So this is just a starting point. Start with a premium starter kit. It's going to allow you to purchase in the future for 24% off. And then if you like free gifts and cash back, get up the Essential Rewards program. They start you off at 10%. That's almost unheard of. Now I have cashback credit cards, and they give me only like 3 to 4%. If it's a really good one, you might get 4%. Yeah. Young Living starts you off at 10%. And then after 3 months, you jump to 20%. And then up to 25%. That's insane. Plus they reward you with free gifts along the way. So it's a really, really good way to get your feet wet and really dabble in all that Young Living has to offer. But that's it for my time. I don't want to take up too much time. I thank you guys for allowing me to speak. If you have any more questions, get back with the person who invited you out here. I will be here as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But at this point, I'm going to turn my attention back over to Karen, and we'll continue our round.